It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I got the feeling the fear. My city is crabs in the barrel. I learned to get back through the signs of the trials and the errors. Computer my life with the errors. I step like the Greek with no guidance, replying in the errors. You niggas are not in my era. I was on that like Cronets. Put sand and get pressed like Kotex. I'm a black star with my squad like Most Def. Reign supreme, my face card like Maybelline. My dog used to push white like saving cream. These little niggas from the land of the Maybelline. You like to dance, have fun, try to shake the beam. God is my witness, they know that I'm flawed, but I got not folding than y'all. Set up the stage and I kill it, I'm going to war. Nobody can fuck with these bars. Roam through the land like seas. I'm drawing out a plan like Egypt, sowing my seed. Better y'all grow in season. I be going hard, no reason. Say la vie. One life, I got land to seize. Niggas might think I'm a Pharisee. This is my therapy. I do not care to please. Catch them out of Linux, homie, don't wanna square with me. Whoa. Better teach a man how to squabble. Rap money, but to fly me out of Cabo. Dedicated 1/4 to the game, boy. I got a shit bucket like a nigga hit the lotto. Backstage, full of plays on the phone, baby girl trying to hit me with a slot like Nevada. Let me introduce you to my new model. Finna push these niggas off me like, push these niggas on me like, push these niggas on me like,
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. As y'all know, we've had a super active week in hip-hop. Beautifully active week in hip-hop. A lot of bars, a lot of different flows, cadences, a lot of different perspectives. Everybody defending their crown, defending their hometown, defending their honor. All that's been good, right? All of this was sparked from Joey Badass jumping off this year, talking about too much West Coast D-licking, and shit been in a frenzy ever since, but it all came to a head within the past week. Now, with Joey Badass coming out on the last few records, The Finals, My City, and what was the name of the last joint? Crash Dummies. There's been a lot of talk out here, being that he's shown growth in his songwriting ability, in his clip in terms of like being able to drop quickly, elevating his bars from the songs that we heard at the top of the year. People that are rocking with Joey are really saying Kendrick Lamar needs to respond back to Joey Badass. I've seen the DJ that don't spin out on social media talking about he's not going to cover none of the music that was released over these last days. He only wants to see Kendrick respond back to Joey Badass. Other than that, he don't give a fuck. Goes to show you how hip-hop these niggas really be, but they travel within hip-hop spaces. They want to be hip-hop adjacent. They want to be in the hip-hop faces, but they ain't really fucking hip-hop, right? It is what it is. Now, this has become a really hot topic in terms of how Kendrick should handle this. We've got the outlets out there. They've all of a sudden become Joey Badass truthers. They're rallying behind him because he's the closest thing to a competitor to Kendrick out there ever since Drake got dismantled last year. So now we've got something called Pro-VO era that's taking the streets by storm. This is what I saw earlier today. Pro-VO era. Ain't this about a bitch? People are saying that Drake was the de facto face of New York because he was the only person that was actually holding down a little bit of a piece of what they do traditionally out there, getting on the occasional soul sample, doing the occasional timestamp or timestamp type record, you know. So he was giving them the little bit of New York feeling that others had left behind. But now that Joey's back out, the OVO folks are now rallying behind him. They're saying Kendrick has to get in the ring with a real rapper. Not even understanding that their so-called fave, their GOAT, their owl, you're basically saying he was never a real rapper. If you siding with Joey, And y'all niggas ain't never looked twice at Joey. Y'all niggas never cared about no fucking Joey Badass. I'm quite sure a lot of you motherfuckers was mad at Joey Badass when they asked Kendrick or Drake, and he said, "Dot." But this is your last hope, just like the song that nigga dropped many years ago. I am the last hope. God damn. Flip-floppity ass niggas. So now, should Kendrick respond to Joey? And I sit in the middle with this because I don't think Kendrick should be above responding to Joey Badass. But I'm also not of the mind that he has to. Right? If you're familiar with Kendrick Lamar's career, then you would know that he notoriously responds to things in his own time. It's not too much chatter that goes on around his name in the industry that he doesn't respond to, that he doesn't address in his music. When Good Kid, Mad City dropped, Shine got out of prison or whatever, he was talking that shit. Shine got addressed. You know what I'm saying? Dumping out the roof. Do. One and done. We're not battling with you niggas, right? Jay Electronica got outside his body for a little bit after the Control shit, started calling Kendrick his son and all that type of shit. Kendrick addressed that shit on Untitled, Unmastered, right? Lil Wayne acting like a little girl because he didn't get the Super Bowl. He addressed it. Snoop, Sharon Taylor Made in the midst of the Drake battle. He addressed it. So I don't think something that happened like this, a whole week of fucking destruction in a good way, Joey Badass, you know, punching up. And I had a debate with somebody telling my son, why do you think that Joey Badass is punching up? Because that's what the fuck Joey Badass is the definition of punching up. He's going at the top dog, literally. Like, yeah, he's punching up. And if you're not East Coast biased, Kendrick is leaps and bounds better than him. So even if we're talking lyrically or bar-wise, he's punching up at Kendrick. Then when you bring in success, accolades, fan base, who has anything to gain from it? Joey Badass is the one who needs it. Kendrick doesn't. However, I do think he will address this situation on his time. When he gets back in the studio, I don't think none of this goes missing from the next time he pops out. Now, again, do I think that Kendrick owes him that? No. I don't think he owes that nigga shit. Right? Joey Badass has been out here since what, 2011, 2012? Somewhere around there. Joey Badass has had 13 to 14 years to establish himself as an artist, an actor, or whatever the fuck else he wants to be. If you couldn't do it in 13, 14 years after being introduced to the world, have an opportunity, you turned down Rock Nation, maybe you probably should have took it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few things here and there where it's like, you're not owed anything. I think this is an amazing moment for Joey Badass. Joey Badass has been holding it down. I've been seeing some stupid ass niggas in the comments talking about something. Oh, this nigga's so West Coast biased. This nigga's TDE biased. How the fuck am I TDE biased when I'm sitting here saying, hey, bruh, y'all need to give Joey Badass some credit out this bitch. This nigga's rumbling with everybody out this bitch. And he's going hard. And it sounds to me with the finals and My Town, he was gaining momentum lyrically. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did the Crash Dummies, I'm like, shit, this nigga done hit another gear as far as releasing a song, something that's listenable, something that's captivating, something that actually makes you want to hear it, something that makes you actually want to run it back. Where am I not giving the nigga credit? Just because I gave the nigga credit don't mean that, oh, 3 days in hip hop have passed and now Joey Badass is on Kendrick's level. No, the fuck, that's not how that works. So nah, we're not just gonna say by de facto he's owed a response. Do I think he'll get one? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I think he is owed it? No. The fuck y'all niggas be on? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it is, when Joey gets that response, he gonna be like, okay, finally, yeah, let's go. And you gonna be in the gym training for a nigga that's not going to get in the ring with you because you are ranked. Hell, we'll say if he was ranked number 30, I don't even know if he was top 30 in hip hop before all this happened, but let's just, for the sake of conversation, say he was at number 30. Let's say he rose to the ranks and now he's a top 20 rapper. The nigga at number 20, hell, you could go 15. The nigga at number 15 do not get a shot at the number one nigga, the champion. You're not the number one contender, you're number 15. You know what I'm saying? You knocked out niggas that was in your class. There's a whole 2 classes ahead of you. There's top 20 you gotta go through, top 10 you gotta go through. Like, let's use our fucking brains. So then somebody comes and says, well, what about when LL Cool J went back and forth with Cannabis? He wasn't too big for the program. Nigga, let's take a dive back in memory lane, shall we? Since we want to talk hip hop. Let's go back to the fucking 90s when LL Cannabis. We're not gonna stay here too long, though. Cannabis was making a name for himself in New York and Jersey. By the time, what fucking album was it that had I Shot Ya and all that shit on it? Was that Mr. Smith or some shit? I don't even fucking remember. But one of them fucking albums, Cannabis was under LL Cool J in the studio watching them get busy. Nigga did ad-libs on some of that nigga's shit. Right? Then he gets the opportunity to do 4321 with LL, DMX, Redman, them niggas. Method, you know what I'm saying? Master P ended up replacing him on it, right? In the video and shit. But he gets the opportunity. He's on an LL Cool J song. So they're in proximity. They're in the studio. They met. Right? LL perceives, oh, you got on my song. You got on my shit and dissed me, or what I think is a diss. You talking about snatching niggas' mics off their arm? All right, bitch. That's totally different than a nigga all the way across the country trying to get your attention. Nigga, if I ask you to get on my song and you say some shit that I perceive as a diss, oh yeah, I got to get you. What are we using up here? Do we have our thinking caps on? Same person talking about something. Well, what about when Jay-Z responded to Jim Jones? Well, I don't know. Dipset was up under Rockefeller for years. We invited you into our shit. Your flagship artist, Cameron, was signed to our label. He was preeminently given president of the company or some crazy shit. Jay ain't like that shit. So him and Cam had a thing. Rest of Dipset decided, hey, we gonna pick our side. Niggas started going at Jay. Right? At the heat of that shit, we ain't see Jay-Z respond. He waited until Jim Jones caught a motherfucking hit. An undeniable hit. We ain't talking about no Certified Gangsters. We ain't talking about no Summer with Miami. We talking about Bullin'. All right, my nigga, you made it to the box. Now that you made it to the box, I'm gonna box your ass one good time. I'm not going round for round, song for song, bar for bar with your motherfucking ass. I'm just gonna give you one little shot. So what do you expect from Kendrick that's going to be so different that he's going to get in the ring, get down and dirty with the number 20 contender just because? This nigga is out on a historical motherfucking tour right now. Not just any tour, not just a tour, but a historical tour where the motherfucking money is setting records nightly. The attendance is breaking records nightly. Right? Now, I'm not saying he's too big for the program to respond to a Joey Badass when he gets off tour. But I'm saying for you niggas that think that he's supposed to stop what he's doing and say, man, cut the fucking mic on. Sure, you sure, Kendrick, you're about to go on stage in 5? Nigga, all I need is 5. All I need is 1 mic. Fuck out of here. Shut your stupid ass up, man. Again, I'm of the mindset this will be addressed, but do I think he's going to battle it out for 12 rounds in the ring? No, the fuck he's not. And no, the fuck you shouldn't expect it. And no, the fuck you aren't all that intelligent if you've been following this nigga's career and expect it to be done that way. Him and Drake was dissing each other for a decade. Listen to the albums, listen to the Lucy's, listen to the features. They was going head to head. You could put together a whole complete fucking mixtape with album cuts, freestyles, features, plus the battle from last year. Yeah, that shit was building up. Niggas was like, are we ever going to get it? And you think Joey Badass is supposed to just walk in, yo, what's up, B? And be right at the motherfucking helm of the conversation? No. We got to be a little bit smart out there, bit, man. I know y'all want to see a good battle. Y'all want to see a good, clean fight on some Mills Lane shit. But Joey is not that guy. He's rapping his ass off. He's slugging it out with niggas. He's showing versatility. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. He came out at the top of the year and said some shit that no nigga should ever try to, do. But he did it. It's an insurmountable fucking hill that he decided he wanted to do. And he's doing an excellent job with the niggas in and around of his circumference. That don't mean you get a fucking short. All right, buddy. Now you're number 2. I seen somebody talking about some, well, he could battle it out with for the 3rd spot in the big 3. On what parameters, nigga? The big 3 was a big 3 for multiple reasons, not just because of rap skill. And you can say what you want about Drake's perceived rap skill, who wrote what, who did what, cool. That's one layer of it. But then we're talking about the 3 biggest, the 3 most respected, Kendrick being at number 1 in terms of most respected for the whole time. The niggas that were balancing mainstream success with lyrical ability, right? You still have to check the box of mainstream success in order to be in the big 3. Joey Badass don't just all of a sudden surpass Big Sean, like him or not. He don't just all of a sudden surpass Wale, like him or not. These are niggas that even on their worst of days still outperform a Joey Badass. Now, if you want to say he raps better than them niggas, you can make a case for that. And let him battle them niggas first. The fuck is we talking about? If we keeping it a bean, you put Joey Badass in a ring with Jid today, I don't know if he makes it out. We may not never see that. I don't know if them niggas is cool. I don't know. But I don't know if he make it out the ring with Jid first. And if you ain't making it through Jid first, how the fuck you gonna be in the big 3? So I'm addressing this once and for all. Again, if you just jumped in here in the last 45 seconds to a minute, do I think Kendrick Lamar is going to address this shit? Yes. I saw G Malone say the same thing on Twitter. G Malone, you've been out here saying some weird shit, homie. But I'll at least take that at face value, right? But do you need to expect a back and forth for a week straight? Hell the fuck no. You might well cancel Christmas, nigga. You might well cancel every motherfucking holiday if you think it's finna go that way. And for the DJ that don't spin to be talking about something, I'm not going to talk about any of this good music that dropped in the past week unless Kendrick responds to Joey Badass, then you should go ahead and get on the midnight train out this bitch, man. Don't act like you a hip-hop reporter. Don't act like you a hip-hop voice commentary. You're not. You're a drama. You know what I'm saying? And we all engage with the drama. But that's what you are. Don't put hip-hop in it. Because even when you have the opportunity to engage with a hip-hop conversation, an organic hip-hop conversation, something that niggas been needing, the energy in the industry ain't been all that kosher this year. Who's dropped an amazing project? Ray Vaughn did. But niggas wasn't even checking for Ray Vaughn until this shit really jumped off. Outside of Crash Out Heritage and Impossible Patty, once he dropped his shit, what happened? Get back in the beef. Niggas is fucking with Ray Vaughn. Play that fucking album. Mixtape. The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. We're gonna need to keep this energy up, but we're gonna have to transfer this energy into niggas dropping good music. I said it in my past video. I'm gonna keep repeating it. If people don't show up for the good music, we go right back to the cheesy shit. We go back to the cookie cutter shit. We go back to the motherfucking factory made. Y'all clearly don't want factory made because we made this shit pop off on our own. Even without the mainstream platforms or the top complex platforms talking about this shit, or niggas hopping on the bandwagon late to the party. So we could keep this shit going as long as we continue to engage and continue to commune with each other on this level. But it's gonna take all of us to chip in and not downplay niggas, right? And this is where I see where the Joey Badass fans are coming in. It's like, well, why downplay Joey Badass? Nobody's downplaying Joey Badass. We're acknowledging where Joey Badass rightfully sits. So when Joey Badass pops back outside with an album, which I'm quite sure he's doing since he dropped an EP and he's in the studio locked in, drop a good album, I know for sure I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to listen to it. But are y'all? And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the new Joey niggas. Don't just come out here and back him up against the West Coast because you feel like you're going at TDE by proxy. Support that nigga album when it drop. The energy that nigga has behind him, his shit should at least hit the top 100 when it drops. I think that's fair. Right? His album should debut in the top 75. If he can generate 1 million views here, 500,000 in a day, back to back to back, support that nigga, get him in the top 75 on the fucking album charts when his shit drop. I think that's fair, a fair ask. So that he can build himself up to Big 10. You still got to get Tyler out the motherfucking way. You still got to get Vince Staples out the motherfucking way. But yeah. So that's where I stand on this. I don't really want to have like too many conversations about this. I want to address this once and for all. This Kendrick Joey thing. Does Joey deserve a response? Deserve? I don't know what a nigga deserves. Is he owed a response? No. Will he get one? Most likely. Will it be the response that he's looking for or would love to have? I highly doubt it. Okay? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, though. Peace.
king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.